This week's episode, someone has completely lost their mind. Charleston lights a flare. An invisible crew become a reality. Hey everybody, I'm Doug, and welcome to The Bottom Line. We love you. Well, it's just me, because I'm going to talk about a crew shortage that's going on in our industry, and it's real. As you can see, there's nobody here. Some of our sponsors are Marine Data Solutions and Salty Rags Crew Apparel. Marine Data Solutions, I got 99 problems on board. Trust me, I do. But she said the internet's not one of them. And Salty Rags Crew Apparel. Check out Salty Rags. They're giving away swag. By the way, David really stepped up. He got us some stuff last minute in the middle of the night. That was awesome. I want to talk about the crew shortage that's real, and it's really screwing things up. But I want to show you this real quick. This thing is 1.5 miles long. They want to float it out in the ocean, be completely self-sufficient, tax-free. You can buy in for as little as 20 grand or as much as 1.5 billion. It's insane. The guy's lost his mind. I mean, let's talk hurricanes. But I'll talk about more of that in an upcoming episode. By the way, Renaissance, we are in Charleston. We came in for the fireworks, and you can see here, this is what we saw. They were pretty cool. We're on our way to Portland, Maine, and we'll be up there picking up a charter, and we'll get that going. Okay, crew shortage. There's a real problem with crew and yachts right now. It's I don't know if in my career, I've never seen such a shortage. The other thing is foreign crew are having trouble getting their visas. If you applied for a visa, I've heard some reports where you would get the appointment for March 2022, so that puts you out of commission for a little while. More boats are being flagged U.S., so that is putting a crunch on the already skimpy U.S. crew. U.S. crew shortage has been around for a little bit more. And now because of the visas and everything, foreign boats are actually taking U.S. crew, so they're pulling out of that group too. It's just a mess. So what's going on is a lot of U.S. boat owners are actually exploring the ability to hire foreign crew because of the shortage. There's actually captains have reached out with me with these letters that they've copied from their lawyers, from their owners, saying, "Hey, look, you can hire U.S. crew." I want to clear this up right now. What the lawyers are quoting, and they're wrong, is the citizenship requirement. And this is actually a copy of a letter from a lawyer saying, "Hey, you're good to go." Okay, this is talking about the U.S. citizenship requirement for the U.S. Coast Guard. Now, if you read it one way, oh, you don't even need to be a citizen to work on a U.S. flag boat. Okay, we're all good to go. It's not how it is, and that's not true. All right, there are two factors involved: the citizenship requirement and the work requirement. Now, you don't have to be a U.S. citizen to work on a U.S. flag boat. You could have a green card. You can be, it's not, the citizenship requirement is not the work requirement. The second requirement is you have to be legal to work in the U.S. So if you're on a U.S. flag boat in U.S. waters and you're operating under a B1, B2 visa, you are illegal. I'm sorry, I hate to tell you. Yeah, you don't need to be a citizen. You can have a green card without being a citizen and work on that boat, but you have to be legal to work in the U.S., and you can't get around that. I can't believe the lawyers are ignoring that side of it, and they're talking to the owners, and the owners are threatening the captains. I've had several messages and calls from captains going, "Hey, they want me to hire these people," and all this other stuff. I mean, one boat was even considering changing the flag because there's just no crew. They'll change it to foreign, maybe we'll get some more crew. It's not going to help, by the way. So the owners won't get in a lot of trouble, or any trouble. The captains could get in some trouble. What's going to really happen is the B1, B2 crew member is probably going to get caught and deported and not be able to come back to the U.S. for 5 to 10 years. So the person on the line is the foreign crew member putting themselves in that position. You could potentially lose a lot of yacht work being banned from the U.S. So you got to watch out for that. You cannot work in the U.S. on a U.S. flag boat. You can't work on a foreign flag boat under a bareboat charter in the U.S. Legally either, because of the charter guest is hiring you. All right, you can't be hired in U.S. Okay, next. There are some crew out there doing a really shitty job of their career, and what's going on is they're taking advantage of the crew shortage, and they'll jump on a boat And 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks later, they leave. Why? Well, my boyfriend's in town for a week. I want to go on vacation. They bat their eyes and they go, okay, see you later. Bye. Thanks. And they're doing that because they've got 4 other job offers in their inbox on their email or whatever. So they can leave one boat very easily, and in 2 weeks and after their vacation, they could just jump on another boat, seamless. I have a problem with this because crew are screaming for it to be professional. We want this industry to be recognized as professional industry, professional yacht crew. We want all this. We want time off. We want 401ks and all this. But you're not acting professional when you do that. Owners are going to remember. When you kind of screw over owners like this, they're going to close the ranks. They're not going to be so forthcoming with benefits and stuff. They're going to treat the crew the way the crew are treating the owners right now. It's also in very poor taste to take a boat just because you need money for the next 30 days with no intention of staying. You have to understand the background. The background is it costs money to hire people, fly them in. It costs money to find temporary crew while you're getting your 2-week notice going or you're on vacation. You have to fly them in. You have to get them suited up with uniforms. It's hard to operate a boat as charter or owner on board when you have changing crew. You're affecting the operation. All these things are taking place and causing a lot of damage and chaos behind the scenes the second you walk off that boat. When somebody gets you on board and they expect you to be around for a while and they spend the time to train you, it's a stop, start, stop, start. You can't run an operation like that. Captains can't spend half their day looking for crew. I'm experiencing it right now. I've experienced it a couple of times, and a couple of the reasons were simply like, I don't want to work here. I want to go to Aspen. And with a smile on their face. And, you have to take charge of your career. And this is not going to fare well for you when the tables turn and there's more crew than jobs, because everybody's going to remember. It's also going to make owners a little bit more bitter about yacht crew, screaming to be professional, screaming to do all this, but you're not acting professional. It's not everybody, but there's a portion. So I implore you, when you take a job, take it like you really want the job, not because if I don't like it, I'll just leave in 2 weeks. You've got to give it a chance. There's no way you can even in 2-3 weeks or whatever even get the whole drill. I'm getting emails and text messages and phone calls from all my captain friends. Like, hey, you're looking for somebody? I'm like, dude, you just hired somebody like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, flaked out. Boyfriend came in town. I'm not kidding. That really happened. I'm like, huh? What? Yeah. They're asking for time off, 2 weeks into the job. It's insane. So just take into consideration the chaos you leave behind by making some of these social decisions. The other thing is, unfortunately, there's deckhands and second stews who've had zero time in the industry are extorting us for money. There was a report of one second stew with like 2 months experience wanting $6,000 a month on a 120-foot boat. Second stew. That's extortion. That's not going to fare well for you in the future. You got to forget below deck. This isn't below deck. That is not the real yacht industry. And you're ultimately, the only person you're hurting are yourselves. Owners are going to pull back on a lot of things based on the fact that there's no loyalty. Why would you want an owner to give you loyalty or a yacht crew loyalty when they're not getting it back? So think about all that next time you guys decide, I need to go on vacation. Okay, but we have a charter next week. Oh, I'll leave, and then I'll have another job. I already have 3 job offers. Think about the carnage you're leaving behind, but most importantly, think about your reputation. And the only thing you have in life is your reputation. It's not money, it's not houses, cars, sports cars, whatever. It's your reputation. So just give that a thought. I'm Doug. We're moving up the coast. I'll see you guys next week. This is the bottom line. I love you. They love you, whoever that's going to be. And we'll see you next week. Bye.